Hello, and welcome everyone. I am Deborah Larson, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. On behalf of the trustees of the California State University and the faculty, staff, and students of Chico State, it is my great pleasure to welcome you to the 2021 commencement for California State University, Chico. We begin this ceremony with an acknowledgement that we are mindful that Chico State stands on the lands that were originally occupied by the first people of this area, the Mechoopda, and we recognize their distinctive spiritual relationship with this land and the waters that run through our campus. We are humbled that Chico State resides upon the sacred lands that once sustained the Mechoopda for centuries. Without their support and continued positive presence in our community, we would be unable to forward the cultural and educational work that is at the heart of this event. It is now my great honor to introduce the president of our university, Dr. Gail Hutchinson. In her years here at Chico State as faculty, chair, and dean, and now president for nearly 5 years, President Hutchinson has shown consistent support for the education of Chico State undergrads and graduate students. President Hutchinson, we thank you for all that you do to welcome, embrace, engage, and inspire our students.
Greetings, graduates, families, and friends. Today we gather physically distant but connected in spirit to celebrate the achievements of our extraordinary and persistent class of 2021 as they take their place in the distinguished company of university-educated scholars. The university cannot invite family and friends to campus today, but we can deliver an enthusiastic congratulations and an expression of deep admiration for these graduates. Their resilience and sacrifice during these most difficult of circumstances serve as a source of inspiration for myself and the entire Chico State community. Graduates, we are here to celebrate you and all that you have achieved over the course of your studies. Many of you have dreamed of this moment for a long time, and you have not traveled this path alone. Your parents, guardians, significant others, family members, and friends supported your journey. They saw great qualities in you and helped you achieve your dreams. If you are able to be with family and friends today, please turn your attention for a moment to the people beside you. Offer your gratitude. Share this moment, a recognition of the years you have devoted to education. It is my hope that you will take the education that you received at Chico State and continue to live our time-honored values. Be an independent thinker and an engaged citizen. Develop your own views and voice based on your education and use that voice and those views to positively impact the world around you. This does not mean that you have all the answers. It's important to acknowledge differences of opinion and to work across divides to discover new ways of being, living, and thinking. In the past year, the COVID-19 pandemic handed us an opportunity to be quiet and introspective, and to act in unison as a community to protect others and promote a greater good. This was not easy. It demanded grit and determination to prevail in an unfamiliar learning environment. It also required sacrifices as we were forced to stop doing many of the things we enjoy and hold dear. Our Chico State community may not have been physically together, but we were together in purpose and practice as we embraced the challenges before us and made changes necessary to reach our desired outcome. Chico State works hard to create community and connectedness. We are proud of our culture of caring and the sense of place that is instilled in our graduates. We are the Wildcat family. We understand that diversity and inclusion are vitally important in our complex and rapidly changing world. A college degree equips you. It equips you to respond to changes in yourself and the world around you that inevitably will occur over time. Graduates, the world is yours to make better.
More than 20 years ago, I was graduating with my master's degree in social work from Arizona State University. Like many of the master's students here today, I was in a 3-year master's program. I worked full-time in a mental health center while I took classes and completed my internships in the field. I worked hard and I was really ready to be done. On that day, I said to my friends and family, Thank goodness a master's degree is the terminal degree in social work, because I don't ever want to go back to school. And yet, almost a decade later, I found myself craving the opportunity to read, write, and discuss the most pressing challenges of our world in the intellectual setting of graduate school that pushes our critical thinking, deepens our curiosity, and fosters our critical analysis of the world around us. So, indeed, I did go back to school. It was one of 1,000 times that I realized that we cannot predict the future. We don't know what lies ahead. If there was ever a year in my 51 so far on this earth that has taught us that we have, in fact, very little control of how life will unfold, it's been this one. It's been quite a year, one like anything we could never have imagined. The COVID-19 pandemic has literally changed our world. It has taught us many things about our strengths and our limitations as a society. Most importantly, it has laid bare vast inequities in our communities across the country and around the globe. Especially with the added lens of the Black Lives Matter movement, we've come to reckon with the stark realities of social injustice and systems which allow for some to have so much and for many to have so little. Fortunately, the future is bright. That future is you. You will get to write this next chapter. Those of you who graduate today with master's degrees in public administration, social work, social science, psychology, anthropology, and political science. Especially those of you in this college, the College of Behavioral and Social Science. That gives me faith and confidence in looking ahead. On behalf of all of the faculty, we are so proud of you, and we are excited to see you change the world.
So, we made it. After an exhausting year full of uncertainty, we made it. I'll admit that over this past year, I wasn't sure if I was going to make it to this point. Some days were so tiring, some weeks were so difficult, and some months were filled with so many unexpected developments that I did wonder, especially when I think back to March 2020, when we first learned that campus was going remote. Do you remember that day? I do. I remember the exact time I received that campus announcement. It was my first day at my new job on campus, and what I thought would be an extended spring break turned out to be one of the hardest years of my academic career. I imagine most of you would agree. First, we had to scramble to adjust to online classes. How many times did we forget to mute or unmute ourselves at the right times? We had to learn to work with poor internet connections, chaotic work-at-home environments, and Zoom fatigue. And we had to learn to live without in-person interactions with our professors and peers. We also had to adapt to a new way living outside of school as well. Job losses, no indoor restaurants and bars, uncomfortable trips to the grocery store, doused in hand sanitizer, and having to run back to your car because you forgot your mask once again. And the shortage of toilet paper of all things. We were all affected by the pandemic, but most difficult of all were the health scares and struggles that we or our family and friends faced due to the COVID-19 virus. My heart goes out to all of you who struggled in this way. Let's send a collective virtual hug or kind thought to all of those we know who were directly impacted by the illness itself. Even as we remember the lives of those affected, I know that not everything this year was difficult. Many of us soon found joy in being able to work from home and wear our pajamas all day. We learned to cook better, or at least more. We started reading books again. We connected with our old friends and made new ones in virtual spaces. And although we never envisioned grad school to be like this, we learned that we could still grow and make progress towards our degrees. We also learned some other things about this graduating class of 2021. We learned we are resilient. We were able to bounce back from not only an unexpected pandemic affecting the entire world, but everything else going on in our lives and still complete our degree. We learned that we are persistent. My mother always told me, "Échale ganas, mija," which in English means something like, "Don't give up and try your best." Well, I can say that we did just that. Even after the many times we were exhausted and felt like giving up, we pushed through. And we learned that we are grateful. We know we didn't get here on our own. We are grateful for our wonderful spouses and partners. like my wife Keo, who continued to support me through my grad program while simultaneously completing hers. And to our amazing patient, family, friends, and staff and faculty mentors, on behalf of all of us, thank you for your flexibility and enthusiastic encouragement, for checking in with us, and for standing by us even when we ignored your phone calls and rushed to finish your paper. Finally, to the graduating class of 2021, thank you for inspiring us with your hard work and dedication, for showing us all the power of resilience, persistence, and gratitude to bring about the attainment of even the loftiest of goals in the most difficult of times. Thank you for giving us so much to celebrate tonight. Congratulations, class of 2021. We made it.
Lee Ann Hayes.
Maura Timon.
Catherine Ruth Jorgensen. Kyle Palazzolo.
Megan Sims.
Meredith Huddleston. Katie Ann Emmett.
Yesenia Carmona.
Este logro se lo dedico a mis padres, Miguel y Beatriz Carmona. Thank you to my Carmona team for always believing in me. Also, a big thank you to my fiance. We mastered it, y'all.
Andrea M. Montgomery. Molly Vang. Megan Cardwell Henry.
Kaylee Pickering.
Thank you so much to all my family and friends who helped me get to this point. And especially, I just want to say I love you to Poppy and Dad watching from home back in Maine.
Haley Catherine Nant. Elijah Y. Emily Antonitsis.
Myers Lore.
Heather Dawn Fullerton. Olga Garcia Flores.
Elisa Kolb. Mitchell Koff. Enrique Galvan.
Catherine Pauline Vargas. Amber Noel Camacho. Amanda Taylor. Jimmy Bradley. Lupita Arim La.
Happiness and success has a lot to do with the company that you keep. A big thank you to my husband Daniel, to my kids, to the faculty. It's been a great ride.
Rebecca Ann Jacobson. Angelica Martinez Gonzalez. Adrian Dominique Williams.
Christonda Pryor.
Celeste Torres Luis.
Candace Leanne Carey.
This has been a challenging and less than fun year. That being said, I'm so grateful for the opportunity and even more grateful for my loved ones without whom this would have been possible. We did it!
Bianca Ramirez. Holly Snyder. Rebecca Qualls Neal. Deanna Elaine Borgeson. Esbeidi Scarlett Tapia Castrejon. Nancy Quintana. Gao Jua.
Starla Kissinger.
Crystal Gale Jones.
Stephanie Morris.
Brianna Guerrero.
Thank you so much to my family and loved ones. I really appreciate all your support. This is for us.
Shannon Parks. Selena Xiong. Caitlin Maisie Patterson. Townley Say.
I just want to thank all my family and friends who have endlessly supported me this year in completing this goal. We did it. Thank you. I love you all.
Yahaira Cruz.
Rachel E. Hendry.
Carol Ulrich Hash. Matilde Artiaga. Blake Ellis. Shelley Renee Watson. Hannah Christine Simmons.
Leona Zarati.
Brooke Briggs. Luann Vandergrift Peitz.
All I can leave the trail. Up to the lorry.
Jessica Meza Soto. Carrie Vang. Gary Todd Sanderson.
Natalie Porter. Molly Tao.
Hi, I'm wanting to give thanks to my friends, my family, my coworkers. You guys are the best. You guys helped me through this. I love you guys. Thank you.
Vania Buck. Ismael Delgadillo. Ophelia Raquel Kofert. Ryan Sainz. Lisa Torres. Darlene Ochoa. Jennifer Phelps.
I'm incredibly lucky to have been supported by so many quality people in this endeavor. I'm humbled and honored. A heartfelt thanks to each of you for believing in me.
Congratulations, class of 2021. We did it. And I want to thank all of my friends and family for your support along the way.
Nilufar Sami. Radha M. Jasani. Angela Curry.
Alicia Marie Lane. Amber Patrice Lee. Amanda Lightfoot Wright.
And now the moment we have been waiting for. To families, friends, and significant others, it is my distinct honor to introduce the 2021 candidates for Master's Degrees of Arts and Sciences. Graduate candidates, please rise. Really, please rise. You've earned this moment. Candidates, by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the trustees of the California State University, I confer upon each of you the master's degree appropriate to the course of study you have pursued, with all of the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. On behalf of the entire Chico State community, I express deep admiration to your persistence and resilience and the promise you hold for our future. With joy for the moment and hope for tomorrow, I offer each and every one of you my most enthusiastic and heartfelt congratulations.
Graduates, as you venture out into the world, you know a lot about a lot of things. You know about people and relationships with their families, their communities, and themselves. You know about relationships not just between people, but with the natural environment. Your work will inform policies like the distribution of resources, voting rights, and how we maintain our democracy in the broader capital economic system. You know and care deeply about issues of social justice. You can envision and make real a world where diversity is truly valued and celebrated. Community is built on a coming together around a shared investment in everyone having the tools, resources, and support to thrive. And you can ensure that we're prepared for the future so that when we face the inevitable challenges in the road ahead, we meet them with compassion, mutual care, and trust. We're counting on you, and we know you'll make us proud. In fact, you already have.